New protests have broken out in Ferguson, Missouri at this hour as a curfew we saw earlier this week was replaced by the presence of National Guard troops. It's the highest card Missouri State Governor Jay Nixon has played since declaring a state of emergency this past weekend. Our Sohn Jung-in has this next story.
As angry protests continued in the St. Louis suburb of Ferguson, Missouri Governor Jay Nixon ordered the state's National Guard troops to be deployed to try to restore calm and quell days of rioting spurred by the fatal shooting of unarmed black teenager Michael Brown by a white police officer. With the National Guard patrolling the streets, Nixon lifted the curfew of the past 2 nights in the town, where protesters are demanding that Officer Darren Wilson be held accountable for shooting Brown. U.S. President Barack Obama addressed the situation and urged the governor to ensure troops were involved in a limited and appropriate way. He said there is no excuse for excessive force by police that denies people the right to protest peacefully, calling once again to seek some understanding rather than to wound each other. Obama also said Attorney General Eric Holder would travel to Ferguson to meet with Department of Justice officials working the case to call for an end to unrest in the town. This, as preliminary results from a private autopsy commissioned by Brown's family found that the teen was shot at least 6 times, including twice in the head. The results apparently contradict testimonies by eyewitnesses that Brown was shot in the back, as all the bullet wounds were to the front of the body. The prosecutor's office in St. Louis County, which has jurisdiction in the case, said a grand jury could begin hearing evidence against Wilson as soon as Wednesday to determine if he will be charged with the shooting. Sohn Jung-in, Arirang News.